Hello, welcome back. Last time I got just about to the end of the room that I'm in, then something absolutely inscrutable happened. And I felt the need to have video on hand to figure out what I was doing. I've looked at it several times. I do not have a clear answer here. But I have a few theories. So, I know how to get to this point where I'm standing on that spiky thing having just hit the touch switch. What happened when I did this last time was, I initiated a bunny hop. So I did a non-extended hyper off the spiky thing, and a jump off of this right around the time it started to move. I did a full jump, which put me in the air sort of on the left side of this little spike nest right here, with that block to my right at about a 45-degree angle such that I could have wave dashed on it. So things I could see happening from there, then I fell and died. Because I did not try a wave dash. Several thoughts. First, let's talk about doing that wave dash. If I did it, so that does not... that stays level. There's no... yeah, it stays level. I don't think it moves up by a single pixel. My there was because I had my finger in the wrong place, but no, it does not go up at all. So if that's what the floor level is, if I wave dash on that, it is crystal clear that I will slam my face into this spike. A wave dash gets me over like a 1 tall obstacle or something? How tall is a wave dash? Not tall enough to get over this thing. It's like 1.5 tiles. Yeah, about 1.5 tiles. Like at the absolute highest, I cannot clear a 2-tile vertical differential, right? No matter where I am, wave dash is too low for that. So 1.5 tiles is how high I go with a wave dash. So yes, it is absolutely guaranteed that I would run into that spike, because there's no upward boosting going on, no other weird physics affecting me. I would die right here if I wave dashed. I would hit the block. Having done the wave dash on it, I would... ooh. Ultra's not possible because there's no drop in altitude. I'm jumping from the same height here and there, so I can't like start with a bunny hop and turn that into an ultra there. Right? I think that's true. Anyway, if I do any kind of boosted dash on this thing while it's moving at that speed, I will end up way to the right of it. There's no way I could do a wave dash into bunny hop inside this nest. So I think the wave dash from here is definitely the wrong answer. Also, it decelerates very gently to a stop here, so any rightward boost from like as it settles, used to get up to the ledge there, is not in the picture. So any boost I get is pre-exiting the nest. So, next idea that occurred to me, there was a moment when if I had done like a double bunny hop sort of thing, like I do a hyper, land there, jump again, but don't make it a full jump all the way over, make it a little tiny hop, land again here-ish, and do an additional hop. That would still pull in some of the acceleration off of that block. It's gonna be super weird to input, but I could learn it. And maybe I would still have enough height to jump over that spike. Okay, no, that's iffy though. Theory is that might put me in like the center of the nest with the block aligned under my feet, and I could do another hop and get to a place where an upright dash would get me through that. Okay, so now, when does this reach its maximum speed? It accelerates... maximum speed's probably about... here-ish? I don't know if it's right in the middle. I'd have to watch again to really get a good idea of that. I don't think it just accelerates linearly, then decelerates linearly. I don't think it's like an even sine wave. Because it accelerates a lot more suddenly than it decelerates. So yeah, the higher speeds will be to the left more than the right. Yeah, deceleration is gentler than acceleration. That's for sure. So the highest speed spot is probably about here. Then this is middle to low, this is practically 0, and then it does stop to 0 there. Right, so there's the wave dash theory, which I think is absolutely implausible. There's the double bunny hop theory, which is inventing a whole new move, which doesn't feel like it makes sense to do at the end of a long chain of inputs. Third theory is simply that my initiating bunny hop timing was too early. I want to do a later, wider bunny hop so that this has accelerated more, and I've gotten more speed so that I can do still a double bunny hop, but with a full jump for the second one. So little tiny hyper. This is already accelerated a bit, actually not so tiny hyper. Slightly larger hyper, it's already accelerated a bit. So I do a hop here, then actually land on it within the nest. Jump again, keep whatever momentum that is, and that should be enough to let me upright dash to get to the end. I think that's the most plausible. I have only seen this once, so I don't know what the timing variance is. So I think basically my inputs were correct, it's just the start of my timing was a little too hasty. So I want to settle on this block for just a tiny fraction of a beat more, then input the bunny. Although, right, so the theory is the reason that would help me to do it later is because that would have accelerated more. That's how I would end up farther right relative to the block, because I was too far left with it. Okay, but also, in between here and there, oh, I want to try something. So, a multi-bunny. I don't have enough flat ground here to really do what I'm trying to do, but that's actually not too hard to do. But to land in a precise spot, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to get there and do that again and see what it looks like. Do I remember how to do these things? Seems like it to me. Yep, okay. Well, I need to relearn that timing, but that's alright. Okay, yeah, so remembering stage now. I had that dialed in perfectly. What was it? I was jumping to... I don't remember what the variable was, but looks like I remember all this. Okay, so that's not so bad. Then from here... Okay, I need to remind myself what the rest of the room is. All I was thinking about was the ending. What's in the middle? I've only done that last little bit a few times. Dash up ultra on that. Right, this part is kinda dicey. I want a fast fall, that's right. Fast fall here in order to make that slightly farther ahead, which helps a lot way later in this spot. Okay. Wall bounce, crystal, catch, jump, wave dash, truncated, reverse, wave dash, dash left, grab, jump, delay a tiny little bit, then bunny hop, and hope for magic. Okay. It doesn't look that long when I look at it that way, but I know otherwise. Okay, back here again. Oh, right, that problem. Apparently that hole is really hard for me to hit today. There we go. Okay, I'm here. Ah, too low. Here we go, I'm here again. Ah. Okay, sure. Yes, no. There we go, alright. Kinda honing in on it. I missed the crystal. I can pretend. That might be possible, but not practical. Oops. No. Oops. Here we go. Whoops, way too late. Too early. Alright, everything up to this point is starting to feel more natural, so that's nice. Well, that was the best attempt of the day. Not there yet, though. Okay. Not too high, not too low, just like that. Ah! Sure. Yes, okay. I forgot to truncate, but that's okay. I should have slid down more, though. Okay, well, it's best today. Wow! That was a weird grab. Yeah, it threw me off. See, that time it didn't grab weird. I was holding climb the whole time both times. Why did it grab on the bottom before? There we go. There we go. Okay. Well, I modulated too much, or didn't dash early enough. Close, though. Okay. Okay, sure. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, well that's... confirms one theory, shows a new problem. I didn't get high enough for the right side of the nest. Where was I there? It took 38 minutes to get back there today. Okay. So that jump? How was I not high enough for that? Okay, how far above is that? Okay, so if this is the bottom. If this is the bottom, that's 1, 2, 3 tiles? I was too far right. Like, I hit it on the upward arc of my jump, right? I think so. I didn't particularly do anything different with that bunny hop. I input basically the same thing I tried to last time. So natural variance took care of problem number 1. Okay, well, I think natural variance will also take care of problem number 2. Just do it again, and I might land in a good spot. This seems weird for consistency. Again, this is on the silver strawberry route, so by that way of measuring, I'm surprised that this would be part of what's happening here, but the good news is that doesn't look like it's too terribly arduous. It'll kind of just work if I can just try it again. Okay, that time I felt in control of everything. Neat. Oh, yeah. I waited okay! So, jump over the nest completely. That time I waited, and the acceleration really took off. I think I had the potential to do one dash and be done with the room. Okay, so not a double bunny hop, just a single with a small delay. Okay, that sounds easier, so let's do it that way. Well, that was really, really close. A little earlier, so I'm moving pretty fast. That makes it difficult to judge when I want to dash. But yeah, I got it pretty much dialed in now. It's like 3 or 4 minutes now between attempts that reach the end. Not too bad. Okay, about there. Okay. Once again, too late. Alright, I'm going to pick a reference point. I think I already saw what I want to choose, but I want a second look at it. Yeah, like 3 minutes on average between attempts to get to the end. I just had to spend 35 minutes calibrating first before that could become true. So that the large purple crystal bit floating, I want to dash before I get to that. It's parallaxing, so that's a poor reference point. Okay, so this large glowy blue one that's stationary. I want to be about the midpoint horizontally between there and the spike wall that I'm looking at. Okay, so look at this crystal, about 5 tiles to the right of it, maybe 4 tiles to the right of it, dash up right, and that should do it. Okay, okay, this isn't so bad now. I was worried I was too high there, but I was not. I didn't look at my reference point and I missed it. Okay, I'm good. Look for the reference point. I was too early, way too early, way too early. Here we go. That's the easy part. Wait. Didn't look at my reference point and I missed it. That was actually too early. Okay, so that's what too early looks like. I don't feel like the camera is showing me what I need to see there. However, it's moving so fast I honestly don't even know the answer to that question. It might be, for all I know. There we go. I looked. I almost hit it. Okay, I was actually doing things on purpose there, so I know how to adjust now. That counts. You bet it counts, it got me here. There we go, okay, okay, okay. That actually wasn't so bad. This could have gone very differently if my first attempt had not gone that weird, bad way that none of my following attempts did. Okay, so... this is funny. So this is the start of the room? I think I see what you're implying. Sort of. How do I even get to that thing? Like this? I can preview this room, that's fine. Yeah, so, right, the room I just walked out of. It's fine. I have no complaints at this point. I just had, by coincidence, I had a weird experience at the end of it. But if I had been at the time that I recorded the previous segment, if I'd been in a state of mind to try a second time, I would have seen that nothing was wrong. Just, hello, strawberry. Aha! You're the one I'm going to be able to use to determine whether the secret in the previous room is something I could have gotten to that would have led to a strawberry. Once I can get you. However, how would you get there? Well, the watchtower's not going to tell me about that. Okay, let's do an initial parse of this room, and then I can at least go in with some knowledge when I actually start it. So there will be a green crystal there and a falling thing, and where does the falling thing go? I think that's it. Yeah, I think it stops here. It has spikes on top of it, so nowhere that matters, since it's spiky. Touch switches are involved. The thing they affect is all the way down here. I cannot see where it goes. My only guess for the strawberry is I go in the pit after the touch switch thing. Well, if it doesn't have an outline... It's also possible I leave the room, come back in, and then fall in that pit. I'll see where the block goes, but like there is nothing showing me any route to that strawberry. The thing that looks most connected to the region it resides in is the bottom of the screen, because that pit keeps going. Could be the left side, too. I do see something suspicious on the right side of my screen right now. Does not that wall look different? Maybe it's just because it's bracketed by those two segments of ice that kind of jut inward. I think the spinners are contiguous, though. But I don't know, like that... Okay, so where that... So right center of the screen right now, there's an upper left icy block. To the right of it looks kind of like floor. And then the ceiling above looks less like a separate ceiling. Anyway, I think that might be false detail that I shouldn't be paying attention to. Okay, so, but the normal route through the room? How many touch switch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 11. Okay. Vertical downward room. Extended hyper. Swish. Down left, down right, wave dash. Dash up, spring, interrupt up, I guess? Crash. That thing starts going down. After the crystal crash... Swing upper, reverse wave dash on the thing that's now going down? Get to the spring for the second mover. Become pink and use that to get back. With this green thing, I'm probably wave dashing again on mover number 1, the taller one. Yeah, so use both dashes of the pink crystal on the way to the green one on the right. Fall down that shaft, wave dash mover number 1. I don't know what the relative speeds will be, so there's a lot of guesswork involved here. After that, wave dash. Swish the thing that's to my right now. Dash right, fall down, then interact with the mover number 2, who is spiky on top and springy on the right. So instead of interacting with that... Well, maybe I dash into its spring. Become pink at the same time, dash up left, hit that switch... Don't I need a dash to get through that diagonal, though? What's that thing on the left? Gonna have to make a big detour for it somehow. Okay, so I'm concerned about the touch switch. I'm gonna have to burn both my dashes to hit, and what happens afterwards. Reference object on screen tells me the left side of the springy platform will align with something I can't easily describe. Best description of it is, touch switch is in the center of the screen right now, spike wall to its left, the vertical... Actually, yeah, that works fine. Vertical center of the spinner wall that is vertical, left of the touch switch in the center of the screen. That's where the left side of that mover is. So left side is well short of where the top part of the diagonal thing I have to traverse narrows. Not helping me understand what to do there, though. So if I've just wall bounced on... Assuming these two move at the same speed, which is not safe to assume, I could probably do some testing to find out, but that might be tough. Oh, and there's a fourth one. Anyway, if I've just wave dashed on that and fallen down here, that thing, mover number 2, is way above my head if it's moving at roughly the same speed as mover number 1. 1 is on the right, 2 is on the left, 4 is in the center, 3 is there. That's probably the reverse order. That's probably 3 and that's probably 4. Anyway. So if that thing's way above my head, I guess what's more likely to happen is... I take the pink crystal, dash up left, dash up and wall bounce on the thing coming down. Get the touch switch, then re-grab the left side of it, and... I don't know, hope that crystal regrows, jump over top, get it, and then... dash up left, fall, dash down right, and ignore the mover? Nah, mover's gonna be kinda in the way at that time. Maybe hit the spring, use that hang time for the crystal to regrow. If it does that, then dash up left, fall, dash down right. Get green thing. Oh, that mover's gonna die down there. Okay, so you only go as far as just below this touch switch. So mover number 2 dies here. Its final act is for me to use its spring after that touch switch to go up and to the right. Okay. Then I dash right through that narrow thing, and where is mover number 1 at that point? Vertical alignment puts it around that shaft. Okay, so relatively speaking, it's probably down here. Like, its top is just below where that pink crystal is. And it's gonna die on that ledge. I haven't interacted with it again yet. It has a left spring that I've already used. It has an unspiky top, which is very friendly. Okay, I think its final action is for me to go way down to where that pink thing is. Well, no, why would it be involved there? Maybe I only interact with it once more, but that would be weird. I don't know how I interacted with it in this spot, but I suspect I do somehow. Anyway, suppose I went to that pink. I dash up, right, up wall bounce. So what this tells me... I think this tells me clearly that mover number 1 moves slower than number 2, because it needs to be way above where I predict it to be if they move at the same speed. Because it needs to be involved in getting to mover number 3. So yeah, I'm gonna wall bounce there. Number 1's gonna be... somewhere where I can, like, climb up to it or get to its top and activate mover number 3. 1 will go down this shaft and die here. 3 will start down at who knows what speed. I need to return... that green crystal on the right must regrow, because that's my only way out. The pink one presumably would too, so I'm not going right yet. First left on what? Mover 3? Oh, there's a mover number 5. Okay. So as 3 comes down, I think I'm wave dashing on it. Really, do I? I think I'm ultraing on it, actually, to that spiky spot. No, that spiky spot's a return. Don't ultra left, ultra right. Mover 3 has no adornments, no spikes, no springs, nothing. I guess I wave dash on it, then wall bounce where that icy-ish wall with, not like actual ice, but you know, icy looking tile with the green thing just to its left is. After that, wall bounce. Oh, I must have my order wrong. Because there's no way for mover 5 to be relevant, or sorry, 4 to be relevant if it is number 4. So this is number 4, that's number 3. And the speed of the right one is perhaps equal to... the speed of 1 is perhaps equal to the speed of 2. Okay, so I'm not going right yet. First I'm going down. And interacting with mover 1 as I go right. In what way? Okay, where is it exactly in that vertical shaft? Too far left for me to be left of it and use its spring, and the spring would take me into the ceiling anyway. So with that being farther right than mover number whatever this is, it doesn't naturally line me up for any kind of wave dash that would lead into a wall bounce on the left then. So that's a part I don't understand, but let's imagine I found a trajectory that could work like that. And I input that wall bounce. I would dash up, grab that thing that has a spring hat, fall directly down, get crystalled, reverse hyper into ultra, post ultra I dash up to that pink crystal that's now regrown, I hope. Dash up, dash right, wall bounce, spring on the spring on mover number 3, which gets me high enough to touch mover number 4 and get it moving. Get that green crystal, which must regrow. Mover number 3 has died. 4 is going down at that location. Okay. Dash left, fall down. Pink thing regrows because it has to, and I use it to dash... Wait a second. Okay, that mover, number 4, does survive beyond this pinch. It keeps going all the way. It has no stop. Making me suspect now that it is a thing I must ride below the bottom of the screen. And that's what's going to lead me to the strawberry. Okay. That is what I currently think. Mover number 5. You also make it into the shaft. You're a lot closer to those wall spikes, but you might still be usable. But we're not there yet. I'm almost there. So I'm not going left. After the pink, I dash right, I dash down, I dash left. I still have a dash. Mover 4 is where? I don't know vertically, but horizontally it's making that passage really narrow. It might be above me? I'm gonna imagine for now that it's above me. And what I'm doing is a why the jump through? Because later I'll be air supering on that. Okay. First I want to wave dash on it. If wave dash takes me up 1.5 tiles, I am in danger of hitting that low spike to the left. Might have to modulate that, input an up left dash down right when I get the pink crystal. And then, probably from there, carry all the way down to that falling thing on the left. Dash left into it, do the spring. Down left into the pink thing with touch switch. Down right. That's where I do my air super on mover 5? I think that's the implication. Wall bounce on the right, get the crystal, get the touch switch, fall down again. Mover 5 is still going down. 4 is too, as far as I know, and I don't know how it's involved with this, if at all. Do a narrow dash to the right, narrow dash to the left, narrow dash to the right, and that's the goal. And who knows for the strawberry. Okay, so that is that room parsed. Next time I'm gonna attempt some of that. It's probably not gonna get done next time, but who knows. Maybe something amazing will happen.